Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the Chris Talk Show. Here's your host, Chris Talks.
What's up, listeners? Hope that you're having a blessed day, because I am definitely having a blessed one. All right, let's get into our top story for this episode, which brings us to Kentucky, as a Kentucky cheerleader is accused of hiding her newborn in the closet. She tells police her baby was alive when the baby was born. We go to Sarah for this report. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, Chris. The University of Kentucky cheerleader charged with concealing the birth of her newborn son told medical staff she believed her baby was alive at the time of delivery. According to court documents, Laken Snelling, 21, was arrested on August 31 after police discovered the body of a newborn baby boy inside a trash bag located in her bedroom closet. Snelling allegedly admitted to giving birth in secret and attempting to conceal both the baby and related evidence. She has since been charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. The 21-year-old former cheerleader appeared in court on Friday, where she waived her right to a preliminary hearing during a brief 35-second court appearance. WKYT reported. Newly unveiled court documents show that when Snelling was transported to UK hospital the day after she delivered her baby, she spoke to staff at the University of Kentucky Labor and Delivery Unit. She told them her baby had shown a little bit of fetal movement, made a whimper, and that she guessed he was alive at birth. According to court records, the infant appeared to be full term, with case records referring to him as such. According to the Kentucky Colonel, however, Snelling's original account of her delivery, which she shared with police at the time of her arrest, contradicts the newly unveiled details. At the time of her arrest, Snelling told police she gave birth at 4 a.m., and at that time, she didn't believe the baby was alive. She said she later passed out and fell on top of the baby. When she regained consciousness, she noticed the baby had turned blue and purple, at which point she believed he was dead. She told police she then wrapped the baby and laid next to him on the floor, saying that doing so gave her comfort in that moment. According to her arrest citation, Snelling's newborn son was found wrapped in a towel, placed inside a garbage bag, and hidden in a closet, all of which she admitted to police. After the birth, the University of Kentucky senior reportedly went to campus but did not attend class. She later went to the university's student clinic but never entered the facility. Shortly afterward, she returned home, where she was detained by police. Affidavits filed on September 4 and 8 reveal that police executed a search warrant on Snelling's phone and requested access to her Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and a shared iCloud account with her mother. The phone search revealed internet activity related to pregnancy, photos of Snelling in labor, and images of her engaging in activities typically avoided during pregnancy. Investigators also found evidence suggesting she was attempting to conceal the pregnancy. Investigation records indicate that photos taken during labor were deleted, allegedly, in an attempt to hide the birth, leading police to believe additional content may have been erased to cover up the pregnancy. Delivery. In the presence of the newborn, the Kentucky Colonel reported. In the search warrant requests for her digital accounts, investigators stated their belief that these platforms could contain current or deleted information related to Ms. Snelling, and the ongoing investigation. Snelling remains out on bond and is under home incarceration, ordered to live with her parents in Tennessee as she awaits a decision from the grand jury on whether she will be formally indicted. Questions still remain in the case, including how the child died, as Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn said that a preliminary autopsy on the tragic baby boy inconclusive. It is also unclear whether Snelling, who has since dropped out of school, had told anyone she was pregnant. But unearthed footage from April shows Snelling performing with UK's stunt team with what appears to be a pregnant bump on her stomach. As previously reported, Snelling also posted images in June where her then boyfriend, former college basketball star Connor Jordan, 24, held her stomach, which appeared to have a visible bump. Other images posted on social media in recent months also showed Snelling with what appeared to be a stomach bump. Those who know the former cheerleader have told the Daily Mail how she was an appearance-obsessed serial bully at school. She is even accused of once trying to run down a fellow student with a jeep and being so mean that others transferred to different schools to get away from her. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that report. Drop my ball real quick. All right, this is the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion. And my opinion is this. Drop a church bell for the life that was lost in the situation, please. Thank you for doing that. Thank you very much. Now, my opinion is this. I'm finding it hard to understand why this girl did what she did. Bruh. And the reason why I find it hard to understand why she did what she did, it's because this. I'm gonna say this. Regardless of the type of problems that you might have at home, okay? Regardless of the problems you have at home, she has so many different options to do. She just has so many options to do something different other than this child dying. Message. Other than this child dying, I'm just being honest. But let's get to some of the points here. Okay, now I know some people might be like, can we pull up the picture of her? Caucasian. Bruh. I'm just saying. But doesn't matter. The race is still a human being. Now, this child should have not went through what it went through at all. She said, according to her, okay, I'm gonna point out some facts that's a little contradicting, and I'm letting all my listeners know. As you know, I'm a two-headed coin on these situations. So she says she rolled over onto the baby and blah 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 blah. Bruh. Okay, this is my joint. If you were so alert that you knew that you rolled over on the baby, why wouldn't you have rolled off? Bruh. I'm just saying. Like, if you know, like, you roll over, you know you rolled on to something, why wouldn't you just roll off of it? Why wouldn't you, knowing that you rolled off it? Or what she say, probably? Yeah, okay. Bruh. All right. This woman stated that she was aware that she probably rolled over onto, not over, but onto her baby. Bruh. So she's aware that she probably suffocated her baby by rolling onto it. Bruh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if we have any young people on here, but if we do have any young people on the channel, learn this lesson. Do not put your child inside your bed. Bruh. Just no. That was wrong. Hit the right one. Message. Thank you. Do not put your child inside your bed, because there is that possibility that you may roll over onto that child and suffocate it. So, I mean, it's a harsh lesson to learn, but bruh. Okay, but with her, I don't believe that excuse. Okay, there's something else that I wanted to point out. Okay, that this woman, okay, even with the well, there's a few things I want to point. One thing I wanted to point out was, if when she gave birth, she could have called the paramedics, she could have called the ambulance, whatever. She could have called anybody. She could have left the baby at the hospital. You know, like, for real. Bruh. Listen, I don't know how they do it in Kentucky. I don't live in Kentucky, okay? But I know in the city that I live in, if you give birth to a child, you like, yeah, you can walk away. Bruh. You can walk away. And because you came and you signed certain papers, But there's like paperwork and stuff that you gotta go through. But yeah, you, and they'll call ACS. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. In my city, ACS. Well, that's what we call it here. I don't know what they call it in Kentucky.
Bruh.
I don't know, but in New York, it's called ACS. It's in damn near every hospital.
Bruh.
Damn near every hospital. Damn near every hospital. So there's plenty of different ways that I think this woman could have probably went. I'm pretty sure that in Kentucky, I didn't look that up. I should have looked that up. Should we look it up? No, I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure in Kentucky, there's some type of child services within the hospitals, or at least if they're not within the hospitals, there's a way that the hospitals can at least call child services, or at least dial 911. Like, yeah, they could get you child services, right? Yeah, they can get you child services within any county that you live in. But can we give her the dummy buzzer, please? Can we drop that real quick? Yeah, she got to get the dummy buzzer because it was very stupid of what she did, and it's also very sad that this child only had whatever time that it had in this world and never really got to live its life. And another question I have is, and when she goes to trial, should be something that brought up with the father. Did the father know that she was pregnant? Did she keep this from him? Now, some women, I will say this, can we pull up a picture? They said she had a little bump. They said she had a bump. So can we pull up the picture? Because while he's doing that, while Ed is getting that picture, I want to let you know that there's some women that do not show when they are pregnant. Now, I know because I'm a father, and my baby mom, she did not show until like 6 months. And when she was 6 months, it looked like she was 3 months. Like, I'm dead serious.
Bruh.
I had some questions myself.
Bruh.
For real. I'm dead serious. I had some questions. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? But there's some women, they don't show. And I'm assuming, okay. All right, well, all right, I could see the little bump there. I'm looking at the picture, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at the picture right now that they say where it seems that she's pregnant. And there's a little bump there, but it don't really look like, to me, it don't really look like, we got to post this up so that people can see this. It don't really look like she's pregnant. I don't know if she was like a real petite woman. Can we see a picture of her before that? All right, yeah, okay. Well, I'm looking at a picture now. Yeah, I would have some questions because this is a petite girl. So a petite girl like this, and she starts to gain weight like that, looking like that, when she gains that type of weight, I wouldn't assume that she was pregnant right off the top. Not me, but I'm a guy, so you know.
Bruh.
If you tell a woman, oh, you look pregnant, I mean, come on. It's gonna be all type of hell that you're gonna raise, especially if they're not pregnant and they just gaining weight. So my advice would be stay out of that zone.
Message
to all men, stay out of that zone. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ask that question. As a male, but as a female, yeah, you probably, I mean, I don't know how they move. I'm not a girl, so I don't know how they move. But
Bruh.
I would assume seeing her gain that much weight, I would have asked something, especially if most of the members on the team, I don't know. Do we have a picture of the team? No, right? Do we? But I'm assuming if most of the members on the team is like fit or like athletic, I would have a few questions about that. And she started just gaining weight out of nowhere, I would have a few. I'm just saying, I would have a few questions about that.
Bruh.
I would. Now, that just bugs me out a little bit that nobody like kind of really noticed her gaining the weight. That just bugs me out just a little bit.
Bruh.
Now, as far as it being in her house, I'm pretty sure that her parents would have known, smelled. Did her parents, was it her parents who set them off, tipped them off? Does it say that? Does it say if the parents tipped them off or anything like that? Okay, no, the search. Okay, so the search warrant tipped them off to the smell.
Bruh.
But I'm wondering, did she live with her parents? They don't. Do they say if she lived with her parents? Because if she lived with her parents, that would be kind of weird that they didn't smell the decaying body. Okay, so all right. So you say the trash. All right, I think the trash bag. I don't know if the trash bag would have probably muffled the smell, but if there was somebody else within her residence besides her, I think they probably would have smelled it.
Bruh.
I mean, that's just my opinion. That's what this show is about. Me giving my view and my opinion on these stories. Okay, that's what it's about. Now, this looks like a nice, wholesome, like country girl or whatever. So, I also think the courts need to find out what is the motive for this, because she could have had the baby and dropped it off at a firehouse. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. That you know what I'm saying. Or even after she had the baby and the baby was deceased, she still could have called it. That's ambulance. But that's what I'm saying. There's so many different things that this woman could have done within this situation. But I guess we'll keep tabs on this one for y'all. We'll keep tabs on this one and see how this comes out.
Yeah!
But to all my listeners, what do you think in this situation? If it's not murder, if she just happened to have this child and didn't want it, and I don't know how to say that it passed, but didn't want it or something like that, and end up just throwing it away, and maybe it died of suffocation because there's no result from the autopsy yet, or maybe it died of suffocation or something like that. What do y'all think of this story? All right, let me know what y'all think of this story. I gave y'all my view and my opinion on the story. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think this woman, she's going to be charged regardless with the death of this child? Do you think the charges fit the crime? All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right?
What?
No, let me know what you think.
Yeah!
All right, leave those comments. All right, and that's my view and that's my opinion on this particular story. Drop my bomb real quick so I get up out of here. I gotta go get my babies. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, you can check us. You can check us out on all our other social media platforms. There should be a listing for you on the screen. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed and not stressed. I will see y'all later. Peace out.